Chapter 1, Getting My Job. So let's start this story off before I get my job at Freddy's. It was 1986. I was just working at a gas station in Hurricane, Utah. Robert, one of my employees, was just working on his cash register, and I was minding my own business while mopping the floors with a mop. Until a man in a shady suit pulled up to the gas station, which was beside a gun shop and a drugstore. Anyways, the shady man came inside the room and pulled out his gun and cocked it back and aimed it at Robert. I pushed the shady man and punched him every which way. and blood came down his mouth. Till when I was done. He pulled off his hood and pulled out his badge. Larry, by now, the manager, came in and he fired me because of what happened. One week later, I was looking through the newspaper until suddenly I found a newspaper strip that said, now hiring new night guard at Freddy Fazbear Pizza. This is because of the disappearance of the last night guard last night. Note from the owners, Henry Emily and William Afton. I thought about my daughter who will look after my daughter of a friend of mine. Looking into the job and looked good, so I took it. So now I work at Freddy Fazbear Pizza as the night guard. I tell you, this place is haunted. The animatronics give me the creeps. I think the animatronics move, but I think it's in my mind. Well, I think so. Chapter 2, The Incident. 1985. Cassidy, a short and dark-haired girl, was having a birthday party at Freddy Fazbear Pizza. Her friends Jeremy, Susie, Gabriel, and Fritz were with her for her 10th birthday party. When Cassidy blew out her candles on her birthday cake, which was made by her father. Anyways, after her father and mother went to get some more pizza, and left the kids behind. Why are there no parents there, you may ask? Well, they dropped them off to have their own party with Cassidy. Suddenly, a man in a yellow Bonnie suit, or the spring Bonnie suit, or was it a golden Bonnie suit? Anyways, the figure came up to them and opened his mouth. "Hello, children. Come with me," said the yellow bunny. They followed him into a back room and saw the pizzeria. The room was a weird room full of suits and robot parts. The sign of the room said "Parts and Service." This was the parts and service room? Cassidy thought to herself. The yellow Bonnie closed the door and then locked it. He took off his suit's head. He pulled out a knife. He stabbed the children in the face. Then the children had blood going down their face. He stuffed the empty costumes with the victims. Cassidy, she was unharmed, or so you think. William knocked her out with his fist, and he tied her to a chair, and then finally hit Cassidy in the head with a hammer. Crack! Her neck broke and died. Then William stuffed the children into the animatronic suits. Fritz went into Foxy, Susie into Chica, Gabriel into Freddy Fazbear, and Jeremy into Bonnie, into the Bonnie suit. But where would Cassidy be put in? Oh yes, the Golden Freddy suit, or the Fredbear suit. The old animatronic suit that killed Evan Afton at Fredbear's Family Diner in 1983. After that, the police went to investigate, but they didn't find the children, which promptly closed them. But how did Zane, the night guard, get his job, you may ask? Well, they reopened it for 2 months because of the 5 night guards that died there promptly, then being quote-unquote fired. But before that, after the body of 83 and his daughter's death at Circus Baby's Pizza World, what first opening day, he killed Charlotte. He killed Charlotte Emily, which was killed by William in the year 1983 at Fredbear's Family Diner. In the month of February, right after Evan's death. It was probably his grief over his children's death, but there was only one left, Michael. He will be here soon, but sit back and relax. Enjoy Zane's first night. Zane's first night, and that was one of the first 5 missing children's incidents. Chapter 3. Here is a note by the author, Parker Dyer. Some of you guys might know FNAF or for Five Nights at Freddy's. This is the easiest night of the 7. But no, this is the second hardest night because this is the night that he gets introduced to the animatronics. Let's get back to the story. First off, on my night, it was okay, but I got jump scared by the phone ringing. I tried to pick it up, but it wouldn't go off. Suddenly, it picked up on its own. Hello, the phone guy said on the other line. Hello, I said back, but he didn't answer. But then I suddenly realized it was a voicemail. I just want to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. And first week here, but the last restaurant closed down because of a murder and a bite by Fredbear himself at least 3 years ago. Anyways, well, let me tell you, the animatronics do get a bit quirky at night. And I am actually finished up my last week, as a matter of fact. But I know it will be overwhelming, but you will be fine. So just be careful. Now, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. It's tomorrow night. Bye. And the voicemail ended. The time was 3 a.m. Let's do this, then, I said to myself. I turned on my flashlight and saw Bunny right at my door. He looked at me with shimmering eyes. Shimmering in his eyes. But I shut the door on him. Slam! Then I heard the laugh at Freddy. Another sound came into the office. Chica and Bonnie's groans. Then Foxy song came on, and running down the hall. I shut all the doors and I looked at the time. It was 5:30 a.m. I was about done. I was about done with my first night. Then the lights went off and the doors went up. I ran out of power. Then Freddy's music box came out, and he was about done. Then he stopped. I was ready to die, but the bell rang. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, 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 dong. It was 6 a.m. I ran out and pushed the main owner, Henry Emily, out of my way. He fell and busted his leg. He only bruised it, but I got him up and hugged him and said I was really sorry. But he said it was all right and in a sad kind of voice. I asked him what was wrong. He told me that his daughter died in 1983. I told him, was that the murder that the phone guy was talking about? He said yes, and those recordings were by the employee of the month, James Quire. He was employee of the month 5 times in a row for the first 5 months of the year 1986, which was the year that at the time. But when we were talking, Henry told me a secret who killed his daughter, and he told me this. I saw the cams. Who killed those 5 children and Charlie? It was William Afton. Who are you talking about? William said in a furious voice. Chapter 4. The Attack. William looked at us in a fierce way and confused too. He sat down on his office chair and looked at both of us. Then he said, "So you were talking about me, eh?" Yeah," I said. "Well, so now you both know about my murders. You two are going to be my next victims." I tried to run out of his office, but he shut the door on us and locked the door of his office and knocked Henry out cold. And knocked me out, but put me in a sack bag, and then hung the bag on a post in the freezer. When I woke up, I jiggled everywhere to get free out of the bag. Bam! I fell on the ground, breaking my arm. Then an employee saw me and took me to William's office, but suddenly we were near the door. I ran out immediately and fell down again, hurting my broken arm. And a group of 5 employees saw me and called the Hurricane Hospital. I got a cast and went to my house. I sighed in relief and anger. Me and Henry were about to kill William once and for all. But before I could make the plan, the local news station, Trio News, turned on suddenly, and the news reporter said this: "We are here today at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where an employee saw the night guard there, Zane Robertson, break his arm inside the freezer, which looked like he was being hung, but he freed himself, and they also found the co-owner, Henry Emily, inside the janitor's closet. And right now, the local police are asking the main owner, William Afton, what happened, if he knows anything about what happened. But it looks like the police don't trust him, and it looks like he is going to prison. But he probably was. So that is it for tonight. Good night, Hurricane Utah, and back to you, John. I watched the background for a while, and for a long time while they were recording the scene. Then I saw Mr. Afton going to prison. I knew justice was going to be served. But then I looked back at the TV and saw him running away. They started shooting at William. But I didn't see a lot. The news reporter went back to the weather because everything was going rogue. I called Henry's number. He picked up. Hello, who is this? Henry asked on the other line. It's me, the night guard, Zane Robertson. Ring a bell? I told him. Oh, okay. What do you want? He asked. Did you see the news? William was about to go to prison, but he escaped the police, and they are still trying to find him, I yelled. What? He asked. Yeah, if we see him tomorrow, we will kill him. But I have to do my shift. Good night. I will see you tomorrow. And we will show him what justice is, I told him. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, he yawned while he hung up. I went to the pizzeria and did the plan that Henry and I were planning. Chapter 5, Night 2. This is where my plan got into action. I used the horn to attract the animatronics, which would lead them to the kitchen where Chico usually goes. Then I locked the door for the kitchen door and then boarded it up. Finally, I went back to my office and then listened to the voicemail and waited until William would come. Meanwhile, this was happening. William had broken into the pizzeria without any sound. I guess he used his keys or something, and then he checked the stage. How did I know this? I checked the cameras a minute after he broke in. Suddenly I heard a cop car coming over with a screech. What is going on here? I thought to myself. I went out of the office and saw a police officer named Larry Nelson. He saw me through the glass a little bit, but I let him in. And he looked around. I heard there was a break-in, he said to me. How do you know? It was very, very silent, I told him. Well, to you it was, but the neighborhood here, people heard a loud and he demonstrated to me. But I thought he used a key, I said to him in a confused and scared voice. Well, someone saw him with an axe, he told me. That explains why I looked at the cameras where he broke in, I told him. Well, do you know who this he is? He asked me. Oh, well, I don't know, actually. It might be the owner, William, because he tried to kill me and Henry, I told him. Yep, true, he said. Yeah, anyways, what time is it? I asked him. The time is 4 a.m., he told me. Okay, now I am going to check the what the heck is going on, he said to me while going to the stage area. Now my plan didn't turn out the way I wanted, but if there was one thing that I would like to to for William is go to prison where he will be on death row or something like that. Anyways, I walked up to him. Where are the animatronics, Larry? Where are the animatronics, Larry? Larry asked me. The animatronics are in the kitchen, I told him. I locked them in and boarded up the door. Why? He asked me. You know, we can't arrest you for doing that, but I won't because you are helping me with this. Anyways, let them out now! Okay? He asked me. Okay, I will, I told him. I walked to the kitchen door and pulled off the boards and unlocked the door and let them out. But there weren't any in there, but there was only one animatronic that I saw in there. It was a golden version of Freddy. But I knew it was Fredbear. It had a purple bow tie and a purple hat, and I remember seeing a picture of Fredbear at William's office earlier today at 1 a.m. Now, anyways, I looked at him and he attacked me. Ah, stay away! I screamed. What's going on? Larry said. Help! I yelled at him. He came in and shot the animatronic. Bling, bling! I ran, but the door closed on its own and locked. I tried to find my keys, but the Golden Freddy pulled up some keys. Is yours? Golden Freddy asked. Yes, I told him, and snatched it out of his hands and unlocked the door. You are not leaving, said Golden Freddy. Larry shot at Golden Freddy. Fredbear almost punched him, but then stopped. Cassidy, stop! Cassidy, stop! A ghostly sounding voice came out of the Fredbear suit. Why, Evan? And another ghostly voice came out of the suit. Of course, it was Evan Afton and Cassidy, one of the victims of William Afton. Son, someone said in the hallway. It was William. He pushed me out of the way and hugged the suit. Mr. Afton, you are under arrest. He tried to finish his sentence, but stabbed him in the stomach. Blood dripped, blink, blink, out of his stomach, and Larry passed out and fell on the floor. I ran to Larry and called for backup, and picked up Larry and got out of the building. Anyways, the time was 6 a.m. I just finished my night. 2 more police cars came up, and one of the 4 officers took him into their cars, and the rest searched the area. Henry pulled up to the pizzeria and asked me what happened, and I told him the whole story. But right before I left, the officer that put Larry in her car put her hand on my shoulder and turned to me, and I turned around. You got some guts, kid. Thanks for saving my brother. He always tries to be hero, but all the time someone else, like me a lot, has to save him. But thanks. Anyways, the name's Maria Nelson, she told me. Nice to meet you, Maria. My name is Zane Robertson, I told her. Well, we'll see you around, Zane, she said. Yep, bye, I told her. I got in my car and drove away to the street, and Marianne waved, and I waved back. And that was my second night. Chapter 6, The Arrest. June 9th, 1986. I, Detective Anderson, and some other officers are going to arrest William Afton for his evil deeds of killing 5 children, and also he murdered one child that was the daughter of the co-owner Henry Emily, and a couple of years ago in 1983. But he he also is getting arrested for breaking into the pizzeria at night and attacking an officer, which almost killed him, but he is in the hospital right now. But I am writing this because we have found him, and we are going to arrest him right now and take him to death row for next month. The time is 6:20 a.m. and we have arrested William, but he is not cooperating. I am shooting at him. Oh God! Oh God! I am hiding in the kitchen with Officer Maria Nelson. It is taking him a while to catch us, but it sounds like more officers are coming into the pizzeria. But this time, it looks like the Utah State Police is here. We showed ourselves and followed the officers, and we are walking to the tapping noises were coming from. It was William. William stabbed one of the state policemen. Blood comes out of his rib, and I am pulling out my gun, and I am shooting at William Afton. I am reloading. He is running full speed at me, and he's pulling out his knife, and he just pulled out his knife, and it was fully out, and he said, "I always come back." These are going to be my last words in this journal. I am ready what is just to come, and I am ready to fight before I die. Chapter 17, The Apartment. So when I went home, I went to my apartment and lay down on my couch and laid down and went to sleep. About 5 hours later, I woke up to the sound of knocking. I checked my watch. It was 11:20 a.m. "Come in," I yelled. "It's locked," a girl said on the other side of the door. I suddenly remembered that voice. It was Maria. "Let us in now, Zane," a man on the other side of the door said. And that was Henry. I got up from the couch and opened the door. "You three could have gotten in. Anyways, the door was unlocked," I told him. "Okay, but we got to get in. We gotta tell you something," Henry told me. "Yeah," said Larry. "Yeah," said Larry. So I let them in, and I made some tea and s'mores for them. S'mores. So we just wanted to say that William has escaped again. We can't find him where he is. He is, Maria said to me. "Wait, what?" I asked them. "Yes, yeah, he has. And we are trying to find him, and when we do, we will not put him in prison. We will shoot him up with lead so his body will be dripping out blood," Larry said to me. "Yeah, and also the governor is actually worried about this right now. Like he should a year ago, or maybe for my daughter and his son," Henry said. Well, if we want to find this man, we will probably need to go to the basement," I told him. What basement?" asked Larry. "Yeah, what's in the basement?" asked Maria. "How do you know about the basement?" asked Henry. William showed me it. I didn't tell you guys but William showed me the basement so I would be safe from danger. I did not listen to him rambling on about animatronics going around at night. But Since I told you all this, Henry already knows this, but the rest of you do not know about it. Anyways, let's go. I'm going to get some stuff for me and Henry. Anyways, what do you have, Henry? I told them. I just have a knife. You can give me a pistol or something, he said to me. Okay, gotcha. And I got some guns out of my little vault and gave a gun to Henry, and we went to the basement. We were ready for battle. Chapter 8. The basement. We walked into the basement and found all these sorts of electronic stuff. And Maria found some blueprints of some animatronics that had voice mimicking and with white pink cheeks on them. With pink cheeks on them. Then it hit me. I remember when I was younger, remembering those kinds of animatronics, which they didn't have voice mimicking, but I remember that place was called Circus Baby's Pizza World, which closed down because the owner's daughter got murdered by one of the animatronics, which people say was a girl named Elizabeth Afton. So that made me wonder why William likes to kill too. Hey Henry, I asked him. He said. Was what Elizabeth Afton is the daughter of William Afton? I asked him. Yes. He said, all right, I said to myself. I tapped on Maria. Yes? What do you need, Zane? She asked me. Before I could say anything, a man in a yellow bodysuit snatched her. No! I screamed. The yellow bonnie dodged every bullet I shot at him. Sis, Larry yelled. If you stop shooting, I will let her go. But if you don't, I will kill her right here, right now, and I will kill the rest of you, even you, Henry. Yellow Rabbit said, or I mean William Afton. Well, get away from her. We won't hurt you or anyone in this room. I pulled out my gun and aimed at William. Zane, it's all right. If we do his orders, Mary tried to say, but I interrupted her. I love you, I said. I love you too, Mary said. I shot William's left arm. Bang! Bling! Blood came down his arm. Ah, you bast! When William tried to say, but a SWAT team came in. Go, go, go! A SWAT member said. You all right? We are here to take you to a safe place, a SWAT member said. Okay, come on, guys, said Larry said. I'm coming, Henry said. And then the SWAT members arrested William, and he was going to be in prison for a decade or so. But when we knew this time he was going to prison, and nothing was going to stop William from going to death row or not. Justice was served that day. Chapter 9, Night 3. I know I should stop going there, but I don't want to spend time with any children or animatronics. Suddenly I thought I would like to leave, but suddenly Fredbear showed up again. I am so sorry what happened back there, Cassidy said. Hey, don't sweat it. William is in prison now, the state prison to be exact. He is going to be in there, how long? Oh yeah, 10 or 20 years, I said to her. Great! When he dies, I will torture him. Right, Evan? Cassidy asked the other ghost, Evan. Yeah, Evan said. Then I heard some footsteps coming from the left hall. Bonnie came to the door, and then Chica and Freddy. Now should be Foxy. Right till you know it, Foxy came running down the hall. All of you come in, sit down, I told him. So I just want to ask you all something, I said. And what is that? Foxy asked Foxy. Who killed you? Do you know who did? I know Cassidy here knows who, but do you all know? I asked them. It was a man in the purple suit that I saw, Bonnie Ghost said, which was Jeremy. Well, what about the rest of you? I asked. Of you all, I asked. A man in a yellow Bonnie suit, said Foxy said. Also, the same man. It was Cassidy's birthday, said Freddy. Same thing, but the man took off his suit when we got conned, Susie said, or Chica. Thank you. I know who the man's name is, William Afton. Right now he is in the state prison, and he will be getting out in a decade or two decades, I said. They walked away to their stages, and Fredbear walked away. See you later, Zane, Evan said. Yep, you too. I checked what time it was. It was for 6 a.m. I went out of the pizzeria and saw the mayor and the deputy mayor with 5 officers behind them. Mr. Robertson, right? Said the mayor. Yep, that's me, I said. Well, we are closing down this pizzeria, and you're going to lose your job because of that. We are sorry, sir, said the deputy mayor. Okay, I said. Come on, the police are going to take you home, all right? The mayor said. The mayor asked me. Okay, see you later, I said. Yep, see you later, the deputy mayor said. Bye, said the mayor. Bye, I said. I went to that police car and told them where I lived and they went to my apartment. Chapter 10, The Date. I woke up the next morning from knocking on the door. Come in, the door is unlocked, I said. Maria had come to the apartment, and then she sat down beside me. She laid her head on my shoulder. I blushed just a little. Hey, would you like to go out today? Today, I asked her in a scared voice. Sure. I will go, she said in a scared voice. Great, I said. Oh, I mean, great, I corrected myself. What time, she asked. 7? I said. Okay, she said. See you then, she also said to me. Then she put her hands on my shoulders and kissed me on the cheek. I said in a scared voice. She left the apartment, and I was kind of ready for the date, but I also wasn't. Now it was 6:30 p.m. I was ready for my date with Maria. Suddenly the phone rang. Hello? I asked. Hey, it's me, Maria. Maria said on the other line. Oh, okay. What do you want? I said in a polite voice. Well, where should we go? She asked. What about the new Mexican restaurant that just opened? I asked. Okay, you mean Hernandez Mexican restaurant? She asked. Yes, I said. Okay, let's go then, Maria said. Okay, see you then, I said. See ya, Maria said. I hung up and we met each other at the Mexican restaurant. I ordered myself a street taco and Maria ordered a kid's taco with no lettuce. So what about Freddy's? Maria asked. It closed down thanks to the mayor, deputy mayor, and the governor. I told her. Okay, good. And now William is locked now. So yeah. She said. Mm-hmm. I said while eating my street taco. We talked for a while and finished our dinner. And I paid for the food, and then this happened. Hey, Zane? Maria asked me. Yeah, what? I asked back. Could we do this again? She asked. Sure. Anyways, before I could say anything, Maria kissed me on the mouth and stopped. Okay, I said in an embarrassed voice. Bye, see you tomorrow, I said. Yes, see ya, Maria said. And that was my first date with Maria. Chapter 11. The end. 7 years had passed. The year was 1993. Me and Maria had become boyfriend and girlfriend the past years of our life. We had just moved in together around that time. But a month before we moved in together, William escaped from prison. And at this time, he was in Hurricane. We told Henry about this. He was surprised and scared about that. Also, we told Larry, and he already knew about it. So now we were ready to finish this. We knew where William was going to be, and we were correct. He was at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. We started a plan to kill William once and for all. But then Henry interrupted our plan about spring locks. So you know about the yellow Bonnie suit? Henry asked. Yeah, of course, Larry said. Well, that is a spring lock suit. If William goes inside that suit, water can drop in there and splat. The spring locks will go off and it will be a slow and agonizing death, Henry explained. Okay, we could do that. We could do that with William, I said. Yeah, we could, Maria said. When we finished our plan, we went to the pizzeria, and when we went inside the building, we split up in two groups. Henry and Larry would go together, and me and Maria would go together. We walked for a while until we saw William running to the animatronics with an axe. Electricity came everywhere near the animatronics. We all ran to the sounds. William had destroyed the animatronics. Suddenly, ghosts of the dead children appeared. Stay back! William screamed. William tried to run back and ran into us. Hello, I said. You! William yelled. He pushed us out of the way and ran away as fast as he could. Us and the ghost ran after William. William laughed. We all went into the room. William, screamed all the ghosts. It is time to meet your makers. And Cassidy yelled. William got on the spring Bonnie suit. I tried to set off the spring locks by ramming into him, but he dodged my attack. Then he pulled me up by the shirt and moved his arms to my neck, strangling me. Then he pulled out his knife. Stay away from him, William. He saved me once, and can save him, and I can save him. yelled Larry. "If you won't move another muscle or try to attack, I will kill Zane and the rest of the ghosts. I will take the suit and run away. Anyways, they can't do anything but sit there like the idiots they are," William said. "If you like to kill people, why haven't you killed yourself?" I yelled. I set off the spring locks. Blood came everywhere. William screamed and cried for help. Help! Help! Me! He screamed, then he stopped and fell to the wall. "I always come," he tried to say, but a spring lock came off. "Back," he said, and died in the suit. We all left the building and left Fazbear Entertainment behind. It was all over. The ghosts were finally free. We finished all of the horrors of Fazbear Entertainment. Or did we? Dun, dun, dun! That was My Job at Freddy's, written by Wyatt Bailey and Parker Dyer. Published by the Bird Reading Company. Narrated by Wyatt Bailey. See y'all later. Thanks for listening.